Fraction Review Part 2. Goals for this lesson. I understand fractions in their visual and written form. 2. I understand what a proper versus improper fraction is. And 3. I understand what a fraction is. Now say I must put a pie onto 8 plates. How many slices will I need to cut my pie into? Let's try splitting the pie in half. Alright, is this enough slices? Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, no, we still have a bunch of empty plates. So we'd probably need to split it in half again. Alright, now let's see if this is enough slices. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we still have empty plates. This doesn't seem to be enough either. Let's try slicing these in half again. Okay, now let's count these up to see if it's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now let's count the plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is enough pie. How do you think we represent this pie as a fraction? Remember, fractions are part over whole. And wholes are just total pieces, right? How many pieces do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now you should give it a try on how to write our fraction. Did you write our fraction as 1 over 8? Each slice is 1/8 of a pie because we have 8 slices. So each person gets 1/8 of the pie on their plate. Now what if I have a whole pie, our whole pie? How do we show that as a fraction? We can write it two ways. So we have an improper fraction way and a proper way, or we call a mixed number. This is our improper fraction. You might be wondering, how did we get this? Well, we'll discuss that in a minute. An improper fraction has a bigger top number or numerator than its denominator. Proper fractions have either something less than their denominator on top. For the top number, we treat it the whole like all of its parts. So what we do is we slice up our whole into 4 parts. So that way we can add our 4 parts to our 2/4. So what we end up with is we end up with 2 more parts to the 4. So we end up with 4, 5, and 6. Second is a proper fraction where our numerator is smaller than our denominator. So how do you think that is? We already have the whole up front. Now we need to put all of its parts over here. So we've already dealt with the whole. All mixed numbers have the amount of whole numbers in the fraction up front. We just write the fractional amount here, which is just 2 over 4. We have 2 slices of pie out of 4, so we have 2/4. I don't think we're done yet, though. 2/4 is not in its simplest form. What is the simplest form, you may ask? Simplest form is when we see a fraction and we realize we can represent it in a simpler or smaller form. So what we're saying is we can take something out of 2/4 to make this number smaller and this number smaller. Do you know what we can say 2/4 is equal to? That's right. 2/4 is equal to 1/2. Do you know why they're equal? Let's take a look at a visual representation. So we have 1, 2. This is the same amount of pie as each other, right? So if they're the same amount of pie, that means that they're equal. We don't have any less or any more pie there.